This is how the sargam or the 7 notes of Indian classical music sound like. In the previous video, we studied about few of the building blocks of Indian classical music. In this video, we are going to get further with them. Alankar. Alankar is a concept in Indian classical music. It generally means ornament or decoration. An alankar is any pattern of musical decoration a musician or vocalist creates within or across tones. Based on ancient musical theories or driven by personal creative choices in a progression of swaras. Basically, when a scholar starts to learn and has to master the sargam, they follow the alankars. That is, they make certain set of notes within the sargam and follow both ascending and descending of the set they form. For example, this is a regularly used alankar. And then the descending. Taal or Tala. Taal generally means rhythm. It is the term used in Indian classical music to refer to musical meter. That is, any rhythmic beat or strike that measures musical time is Tala. The measure is typically established by hand clapping, waving, and touching fingers. Along with the raga, which forms the fabric of melodic structure, the tala forms the life cycle and thereby constitutes one of the 2 foundational elements of Indian classical music. There are thousands of talas in Indian classical music, from 3-beat cycle to 108-beat cycle. The most common taal is teental, which is a 16-beat cycle. Sangeet. Sangeet generally means music and associated performing arts in the Indian traditions. Sangeet connotes any form of singing with music, harmonious recitation, or chorus singing in particular, or in other words, Sangeet is a mixture of geet, vadya, and nritya, in which geet means a song, words, and vocals. Vad means by the instruments, the musical instruments. And the term nritya, this means dance. When these 3 are united, Sangeet comes into existence. Vadya. Vadya is one of the 3 components of Sangeet and refers to instrumental music in the Indian traditions. In simple words, vadya only means musical instruments. There is description of 4 types of vadya. Tattvadya, or stringed musical instrument. The instruments like Mohan Veena, sitar, sarod, surbahar, they all come into the category of the Tattvadya, which means the stringed musical instrument. Sushirvadya, or hollow musical instrument. This category refers to the instruments which need to be blown in to make sound. The instruments like shehnai, flute, clarinet, etc., they all come under the category of Sushirvadya. Ghanavadya, or solid musical instrument. Instruments which don't really need proper tuning and are just played with any song or style in background with the percussion are known as the Ghanavadya. The instruments like Taal comes into this category. Avanadavadya, or covered musical instrument. In Indian classical music, there are a lot of percussive instruments. All those instruments which are formed in a closed structure and are used to play the percussion come into this category, just like tabla, pakhavaj, mridangam, etc. Ras, or Rasa. Rasa generally means juice, essence, or taste. It connotes a concept in Indian arts about the aesthetic flavor of any visual, literary, or musical work that evokes an emotional feeling in the reader or an audience. But that cannot be described easily in words, for it is something which comes with one's practice and long learning process of the Indian classical music. The concept of rasa is fundamental to many forms of Indian arts, including dance, music, theater, painting, sculpture, and literature. The interpretation and implementation of a particular rasa differs between different styles. Rasa is the element which turns a raga into life, and it takes decades for a musician to develop rasa in their playing.